If you are struggling with YouTube because you're worried about the tech or it just feels overwhelming, just know that I've been there, and today I'm going to give you some simple tips and simple steps to record amazing videos, okay? You do not need the most fancy and expensive equipment to be posting on YouTube and to make some money. So if you're new to my channel, hi, I am Leah and I help wellness teachers grow their YouTube channel to grow their business. And the most common question I get is, what tech are you using? So let's go over that now. Okay, so what I use to record is so simple. I use my phone, okay? I've got a Google Pixel 7a, pretty sure that's what it is. So I've got my phone set up in front of me. I've got my camera stand. So I've got my camera stand and my phone. When I record talking videos like this one, where I'm really close to the camera, I actually don't even use a mic because I find that the phone's volume is actually really good on its own. I'm in quite a quiet room, so I do not need a mic that's close up to me. You can hear me pretty well just from this. Now, when I do my yoga classes, I actually use a Movo microphone. Now, this is so simple. It was £50 off Amazon. I will leave the link in the description. You literally clip this into the bottom of your phone, have this one on you, and that's it, go. It is so easy and so simple. I actually had the original Rode Wireless Go, but it doesn't work with my phone now. I'm guessing because this is so old, I have been through every single trick in the book to try to get that thing to work. It works fine on Zoom and on my laptop, but on my phone, it doesn't work. This £50 works absolutely amazing. So when I do my yoga classes, I set up my phone and my camera stand outside, and then I clip this microphone in and I just teach. Now, the main trick here is to make sure that you are checking your settings, because the last thing you want to do, and I've done this so many times, is record like an hours-long class, listen back and find that the volume doesn't work, that you're literally not speaking. Oh my God, it is the most frustrating thing. I am sure that you can relate. In fact, if this has happened to you, let me know in the comments down below, because I guarantee this has happened to every single one of us. Like, something has gone wrong. It could be that the connection's not quite in. It could be like, especially on my phone, I have to click the settings and turn it to powered mic before I hit record, otherwise it's going to record from my phone. There's so many different things that can go wrong, and this is why I always take a minute before I'm going to record to check everything. And the one thing that has really helped me over the last couple of years is, when this happens, take it as a sign of you're going to be able to record that class better next time. Okay? Don't stress out, don't freak out about it. Yes, it's annoying, especially if you have to get a video out that day. I always take it as, okay, I've just done my own little practice, right? I've just practiced for me. I've gone over the class. Next time I will do it better and it will work. Because when you start stressing about it, that's when you can get disheartened with YouTube, disheartened with creating videos. That's when your students are going to suffer because you're not putting out the content. So when I'm outside, I actually just use the natural lighting of the daylight. When I'm inside, I actually use my box lights. So I've got two box lights that I set up, one on either side. If I'm recording a yoga class, I will have both on. Right now I'm talking to the camera, so I've got one behind me, and that is it. That is literally all I use. And these were really cheap when I got them. Again, I'll put a link in the description. Just bear in mind that the prices are constantly changing on these lights for some reason, but they are definitely worth having. Just as a quick overview, I'll show you what it looks like when that's off. It makes such a difference to your video, right? If I were to post this, it looks quite amateur. When you put the light on, it just looks so much more professional. So having decent lighting is key to your YouTube videos. So equipment-wise, like, that is literally all I use to record. Now, when it comes to putting this video onto the computer, I then use a program called Lightworks. This is a completely free program. Now, you can pay for the Pro. I did pay for the Pro for a little while. I couldn't see a difference, to be honest. In the saving quality, that's what you're paying for, is to save it in a higher quality. But because my phone is already recording on 4K, it didn't make much difference to my videos, so I stopped paying, and it still works absolutely amazing. So this editing software is, you know, that most of them are pretty much the same, right? You've got iMovie, you've got UCut, the Pro one, I've forgotten the name now, and Lightworks, right? They're all very, very similar in what they do. So it doesn't really matter which program you get. I've just always used Lightworks. I've got a Windows PC, Windows laptop, and I do find with Lightworks, their customer service is absolutely amazing. I had a problem a while ago and I was back and forth with emails, with videos. They were just there constantly on it, getting it sorted for me. And they even sent me like an updated version of Lightworks to download. And it's been working absolutely amazing ever since. And when you're running a business, you kind of need things to be fixed right away. So for me, Lightworks was definitely a no-brainer. So equipment wise, like that is literally all you need. You do not need to get fancy at all. Nowadays, modern phones are amazing at recording, okay? So just don't overthink it. I've seen so many people setting up things with laptops and webcams and adding the mics in, and it just gets overwhelming, and they're always complaining about tech. And yes, tech is a big problem, and when things go wrong, it is an absolute nightmare. But don't overcomplicate it, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is just how to make this work. Now, when you set up your phone, you really want your phone at eye level. I've actually got mine slightly lower. I should probably be here. But you want your phone at eye level. If you're recording a yoga class or a fitness class, you want it at waist level, okay? So this is where, like, again, it doesn't look very professional if I'm recording from down here, or if I'm recording from up here, right? Same with a yoga class. You do not want to be teaching a yoga class and you go out of shot, right? Or it's just really far away. I did a YouTube review on a friend of mine's channel and she was so far away from the camera, you could hardly see what she was doing. And I was just like, just zoom in, just zoom in. And this is the thing with the editing software, right? You don't even have to do all of this on your phone. You don't have to set your phone up perfectly every single time. You can then go into the editing software and zoom in, zoom out, okay? Do what you need to do in there. And the other thing as well to make this like so much easier is that you do not have to over edit, okay? Make the first 30 seconds really catching. So maybe add some B-roll, add some text, do something to draw people in. And this is especially for talking videos. If you're just doing a yoga class, it's okay to just get straight into the class, right? You do not need to over edit things. I remember I went through a time of thinking, well, you know, all these bigger YouTubers, yoga YouTubers, had these different camera angles of their yoga class. And I thought, yeah, maybe I should do this. It took me double the time, double the editing time. It took so long for me to then realize when I'm doing other people's yoga classes, I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm listening to what they're saying. So I went through all of that effort. My views didn't increase, my watch hours didn't increase. Like, it didn't make a single bit of difference to my videos at all. Now, if you have the time and effort to do all this, then yeah, make your videos like absolutely freaking amazing like that. But with yoga classes and fitness classes, people are focused on their mat. They're not necessarily watching you all the time. So it's the volume that needs to be absolutely amazing, right? This is where having a mic that actually works is really key, but it doesn't have to be expensive. When I edit my yoga classes, I literally cut out the beginning where I'm walking over to my mat. I cut out the end where I'm walking back to the camera. I up the brightness, I zoom in, zoom out. That is it. That is like literally all I do in my yoga classes. Every now and then if I'm doing a mantra, I will put the mantra words up because it's very confusing for people if they've never heard it before and they don't really know what they're saying. It's a different language, right? Sanskrit is a bit different. So you do not need fancy editing to be a success on YouTube. And the thing is, with this setup and this editing process, it's not going to take up all of your time, right? You're not spending hours and hours and hours making one perfect 10-minute video. We're just putting ourselves out there. And the more consistent you get at this, the easier it becomes. If you have a really hard setup, a full script that you're following, a really like over-processed editing plan that you do, like if it's going to start taking you that long, you're soon going to burn out from that, right? And you're going to give up and you're going to think, oh, this is just too much. I can't keep it up, right? If you simplify it, you're going to stay at it for longer. And the people who succeed on YouTube are the ones who are consistent. You will see every single big YouTuber out there, Cassandra, Boho Beautiful, Adrian, look how long they have been on YouTube. They have been on YouTube for over 8 years now. Okay, that is some consistency. And that's literally all you need. Because the more you make, the better you're gonna get. So don't overthink this at all, because this setup is what got me my first subscribers from YouTube into my paid membership, right? It wasn't fancy. It was literally just my phone. And if you pair this with obviously an amazing title, an amazing thumbnail, if you're checking your analytics, if you didn't watch last week's video, you pair all this together, you are gonna blow up in no time. And if you're someone like me who likes a step-by-step plan, then you need to get into Wellness YouTubers, because inside here we have a full 9-month video plan. This is gonna take you from knowing how to use YouTube to getting those subscribers into your business and into a launch plan as well, right? It is literally a step-by-step of YouTube to a successful business. The doors for this are closed right now, but you can click the link in the description to sign up to the waitlist for the next time it opens. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't watched my analytics video yet, then go and watch that now.